my dining room. This also doubles as my studio space when I'm reclaiming the margins. I have yet to paint today. It is 4:38 on a Sunday and it has just been a chaotic day, just taking care of everyday things and of course taking care of the house. So I thought I'd take you along as I set up my mobile studio area. I have 2 rolling carts. I recently upgraded from 1 to 2, and so now I don't have to keep my paint palette on my table, but I do keep a base of water that I use for painting and then my spray bottle to activate my paint. So I'm gonna bring over my rolling carts with my supplies and get set up. This is rolling cart 1 and it keeps a lot of the supplies that I use, my paints, my brushes, my water bowl, a few of my sketchbooks, my stencils, and paper and envelopes. And I'm gonna bring my other one that has my paint palette and my canvas lamp. That second cart is more for storage. I outgrew the one that had all my supplies and I needed somewhere to store my extra sketchbooks, a few resource books, and a few palettes, and of course, my ceramic palette. It also has a little holder that I can hang my anchor book bag. This bag holds all the books that I want to make sure that I stay connected to every day. So before I show you my books, I'm going to go ahead and activate my paints. This is usually one of the very first things that I do because that way while the paints activate, I can get the other things set up. That's why keeping these things here is very handy. Okay, now my anchor book bag. It has my warm-up sketchbook where I've been focusing a lot on abstract landscapes. Wednesday says she loves it. My planner, and in here I keep a bullet journal style task list, and then once the days are done, I come back in and I add watercolor. Sometimes florals, sometimes abstract, sometimes just a swirl. Got my prayer journal, my whimsy journal, and then my tiny sketchbook where I keep abstract explorations. On a typical day, I set this up in the morning before breakfast. Usually takes about 2 to 3 minutes just to get out my anchor books and get my paints ready. And then it just sits here. For breakfast, I do move my sketchbooks to the coffee bar so that they dry, and I quickly move some of the things to the cart and then roll them away so we can have breakfast. And then I roll them back so that when I have a margin during my lunch break, I can paint a little bit more, and then before dinner, and then I put everything away, and cleanup is just as easy as it was to set up. It took a little longer now that I had you here with me because I was explaining a few things, but this setup makes reclaiming the margins effortless because my stuff is already out. I just have to walk by and add a little something to a page. So I hope this look at how I set up was helpful. If you have any questions, let me know. And until next time, stay wild.